Now, KCAU9 presents Sportszone with sports director Jake Jones and sports anchor Noah Sacco. Your inside look at the local sports action begins now.
We are the BHRV Nighthawk cheerleaders. Welcome to Sportszone Playoff Edition. And the highlights start now. Take it away, guys.
Well, how do you follow that up? Good evening, everybody. Welcome into the KCAU9 Sportszone Playoff Edition. I'm Jake Jones, riding shotgun with me. Rock'em sock'em, Noah Sacco.
We have a ton in store for you tonight, ton of big plays, and who's going to win our Player of the Week award. Find out later in the show.
But before we get there, we got to start things off, as we always do, our Iowa Corn Game of the Week. Regional matchups continue to put top teams against each other early in these playoffs. In Class 2A, number 7 West Lyon hosting number 4 Spirit Lake in a top 7 showdown. Both of these teams hot down the stretch after starting the season 2-2. After a fourth down stop, Spirit Lake's Riley Reynolds has some trouble. Handoff for the snap, loses the ball. Gunnar Grem's jumping on it. Just like that, the Wildcats jump out to a 7-0 lead. Later in the first, West Lyon back with the ball, and they give it to Jude Moser. Good idea there. He powers in for 6. West Lyon up 2 scores ahead to the second now. Wildcats back in the red zone. This time it's Hunter Jacobson who makes it look so easy. Wildcats get the upset over Spirit Lake, 35-7, the final. And no matter what year it is, West Lyon continues to just get better as the season goes on, it seems.
Yeah, but could Central Lyon, George Little Rock join them in the next round? Well, we'll find out. Lions need to get past Clear Lake first. CLGLR ball 2 starts, and Graham Eben will not be denied as he plows his way in from 6 yards out for a 7-zip Lions lead. Next possession, they'll dial up the screen. Zach Lutmer dumping it off to Eben, picking up a great block downfield. And then he does the rest as he goes 38 yards for his second TD of the game. CLGLR up 14-zip after 1. Lions with a 42-7 win to set up a Beef Bowl round 2 next week.
Looking forward to that one. Up to 3A, BHRV hosting Sioux Center in an all-Siouxland second-round matchup. Opening possession for the Nighthawks, tossed to Landon Van Kekerix and just dives on in for the 4-yard TD. BHRV takes the lead. Next Nighthawk possession, it's Van Kekerix again, making it into the end zone here. No one even touched him, and BHRV up 2 scores. And it ain't broke. Why fix it? Van Kekerix, nice move there. Goes around the edge, 12-yard scamper. His 3rd touchdown of the quarter. And it was 21-0 after the first. Nighthawks roll in this one, 49-7, the final.
Number 7 SBL hosting Algona. Warriors looking to avenge their first-round loss from 2020. Second quarter, SBL up 7-zip at the Bulldog 1. Tyler Smith waltzes in without a problem to put the Warriors up 14-0. Wouldn't be the last time we hear from him. Soon after, Smith plants his foot and heaves one deep to Tyler Schenkelberg. Been doing this all year, and it works yet again for the 28-yard score as SBL goes up 21-zip. Later on, Algona trying to get out of their own red zone at the 4, but a high snap turns into a safety for the Warriors, making it 23-0 as SBL rolls to the next round, 44-14, the final.
Class A action. Never a bad seat in Mobile, but this one might take the cake. Wildcats hosting Southwest Valley. First quarter, already 7-0 Woodbury. Dallas Clunder fakes it and finds Caleb Blyle. No one around him for the long score. Makes it 14-0 Wildcats. Later in the half, first play of the drive, and Clunder finds Carter Blyle over the middle, and we've seen this movie a couple of times. 76 yards for the twin touchdowns as Woodbury Central goes the distance, getting the shutout. 35-0 the final. And that is Class 2A through 4A and a little Class A. We'll have your 1A and 8-man action, plus Nebraska after the break.
Plus, who's going to bring home our Player of the Week award? Some great candidates in our remaining games. Stay in the zone.
We are the Ridgeview Raptors. This is Sportszone. More highlights of this.
This week's Band of the Week coming from the Sergeant Bluff Luton Marching Band, with the Warriors showing off their brass section of trumpets, French horns, and even marimbas during the halftime show. Truly, no better sound during Friday Night Football, maybe except for touchdown. Welcome back to the Zone. The Remsen St. Mary's Hawks have won 21 straight games going back to 2019.
But if anyone is going to unseat them, it's someone who knows them too well. Could Kingsley Pearson do it this postseason? Well, we'll find out soon enough. It's KP taking on the Hawks. Starting in the first quarter, RSM ball, Cale Ortman finds Ryan Willman, and he finds some space, running it over 30 yards in for the TD. The Hawks strike first. Now in the second quarter, Hawks ball again. Ortman with the QB keeper, and he finds plenty of room himself, scrambling in for a 45-plus yard touchdown. Remsen St. Mary's moves ahead. Still in the second, Kingsley Pearson's ball. Jackson Howe fakes the handoff and keeps it, going 15 yards in for the touchdown. But would it be enough as Remsen St. Mary's wins it 46-6, the final.
In Hayward, West Sioux hosting Ridgeview in a 1A second-round matchup. This one got a little wacky to start. 3 straight turnovers, including this Kate Harriman pass picked off by West Sioux's Connor Van Baliguin, who takes it back some pretty good distance, setting him up. A few plays later, Falcons punch it in. Dylan Wiggins to Carter Boltman, who runs over the Raptor tackler for the first score of the night. Later, it's playoff time. That means it's time to bring out the tricks. Wiggins pitches to Boltman, who throws the halfback pass to wide open Brady lineout. West Sioux holds off the Raptors. They stay alive, 45-20, the final. Now it's time to take a look at the rest of tonight's score, starting at 8-man. Here's a look as Newell Fonda rolls Lennox on the road. Meanwhile, GTRA season ends in a landslide to Don Bosco.
Class A, HMS with an upset over number 7 North Butler. South O'Brien not so lucky against the 1 seed West Hancock.
Class 1A, 2 more Siouxland teams knocked out. South Central Calhoun and Western Christian both on the wrong sides.
On Class 2A, OABCIG showing why it was crazy they even had to travel, beating Greene County by 20.
Made absolutely no sense. Now we head across the river. Now Nebraska action. Number 1 Norfolk Catholic hosting number 16 Crofton, shot by Connor Luby at Northeast Community College. First quarter, Carter Kirkman has been a hard man to stop this year as he scores on 4th down. Knights up 7-zip. Second quarter, Canyon Talton showing the moves. He gets out on the run, 30 yards, gets the Knights in the red zone, and the very next play, they make it count. Carter Jansen to Brennan Kelly in the corner of the end zone. 14-0 Knights as Norfolk Catholic opens the postseason strong, 35-6, the final.
Good win for the Knights. Down to D2, second round. Number 3 Pender and number 14 Bruning Davenport Shickley. First quarter, Pendragons down 8-zip. Braxton Volk launches a bomb for Chase Hoffmeister. And you bet they connect. 70-yarder. Pender gets on the board, 8-7. The Eagles kept their talent sharp as Easton Meyer runs it in from the 1 to extend their lead, 14-7. Pender staying in it though. Next drive, Volk in trouble on 4th down. Almost being brought down, just throws it into the end zone, and it finds the hands of Caleb Trimble for the 9-yard TD. But unfortunately, the magic would run out as Pender's season ends in the upset, 36-28 the final.
I would watch that all day.
Who wouldn't?
Moving on, Pierce enters the postseason as a 9 seed in the 8-9 matchup on the road at Broken Bow. And on the attack, Matt Christensen gets the pitch and gets the ball rolling. A nice gain to the side, and that will bode well for those Birds as Christensen follows his blockers to a T on this one. What a run up the left sideline. Pierce extending their lead, and the Blue Jays don't stop there. They're soaring into the second round, 27-14 over Robo.
Nebraska scores now, Class D2 and D1. Bloomfield upset at home by the 13th seed, and LCC's postseason run coming to a close at Howells Dodge.
Class C2 now. Oakland Craig's title defense is no more. Knights fall to Bergen. Meanwhile, Cedar Catholic still going strong in the 8-9 win on the road.
Class C1, Wayne's upset bid comes a few points shy. However, Battle Creek with a 12-5 upset themselves over Shadron.
We got to take another quick break, but don't go anywhere.
We'll announce our nightly awards, including our Player of the Week. Stay in the zone.
We're the Pendragon Band.
Don't you dare change that dial.
Sportscone will be right back.
Welcome back to the Zone. It's time to take a look at tonight's top performers. And Noah is going to tell us who our player of the week is.
Oh, yeah. As always, a lot of great candidates in this one, but our Sportszone player of the week this time is the PHRV's Landon Van Kekerix. The senior wide receiver went off tonight. In the first quarter alone, Van Kekerix totaled 81 yards rushing with 3 TDs, while adding another 19-yard touchdown receiving in the second quarter. He finished with 131 total yards for the game, while having 5 total touchdowns. Congrats to Van Kekerix. We'll get you your shirt soon.
Pretty impressive there. This week's top stop going to Sergeant Bluff Luton's Jacob Emming, who for the second quarter here gets the hit on Lamorne Olfers, and I guess his name is Oofers at this point. Thinking about having breakfast for dinner because that is a pancake big hit.
You bet.
SBL getting a 30-point win over Algona. Thanks for joining us tonight in the Sports Zone. Don't forget, you can catch all the scores tonight on our socials. Stay in the zone.